I have chills running down my spine, goosebumps on my whole body introducing this player. At the bottom left of the map, we have the Protoss player. He is incredible. He is...
PartinG.
The Pink Panther, the master of Immortals, has not shown them yet. His opponent to the top right, the international fame, he is...
viOLet.
These two guys are amazing. This is such an entertaining series. viOLet with great play, really amazing timings, mutaless play. I felt like I was traveling back in time when we had base race scenarios between Zerg and Protoss all over the world, but now we have 2012, the end of the year, the Blizzard Cup, and such a great series. The 5th game is going to show us who will advance to the semi-final, and PartinG, he has shown us strategy after strategy, but one thing is missing.
Yeah, that Immortal push is missing, man. He's going to go for a Nexus first, it looks like, with the Forge in the main. We have that pylon placed here, as you can see. Continue to rally probes, so it will be that Nexus first. viOLet, on the other hand, is actually going to go for a hatchery first, and this works out for him, since there's no Forge.
Hatch first for him here. And this is also something that we have actually seen on this particular map. We have Lennox seen go for a double hatch before pool without scout, because he knows that PartinG usually only sends his probe on this map to the Xel'Naga Watchtower, if at all.
He's doing it. There goes the drone. Well, he could check. No, okay, he's just going to check for cannons. I got a bit overexcited there.
Going to check for cannons. No third hatch. That would just be too much.
Yeah, it's too risky. Now he sees what's going on, and he's probably wishing that he had, but neither here nor there now. And
it's still a risk, and it's one that he takes, but he scouts with the drone. But even if you have the drone there is the chance that you get cannon rush, that your opponent will be in a position where your drone can't do anything, cannot block the spots for the cannons, and then you might lose the game.
Gate. See the cannon go down now. PartinG, it's a very normal opening here, just with a hidden Forge. Any strategy is possible here.
You know, when we had him as the last Protoss player in this group or in this tournament, everyone was going, can he Immortal push his way into the finals? Can he Immortal push his way to victory? And now, what have you seen?
None.
Not a single Immortal push. This guy has shown that you can't just reduce him to one single strategy. No, he's a versatile player. He can play every strategy, and he is always going to surprise us. And viOLet, on the other hand, he said from the beginning, I know I'm facing one of the toughest Protoss players in Korea, but I have strategies prepared. I know the maps, and I have thought about what I'm going to do today, and I feel that I can take him out. And now we are in this 5th game, and viOLet has shown a lot of different strategies. And maybe he has one for the final map.
Yeah, he may, man. I think it's really important to note that PartinG saw that third base. Makes the wall here. Probably going to leave a probe in that gap for a second. He knows he skips the Zealot entirely, so he can have a little bit more resources. Man, what's it going to be, PartinG? He's got a lot of gas banked up now as well, 176.
We always joke that we want to have a heart monitor for the players when they are in such a series and want to see how they are just responding to that whole thing. But right now, I was actually afraid that someone was trying to put a heart monitor on me. I am currently going to explode. I am feeling I have a heart attack. Wolf, if I suddenly just drop, please call an ambulance.
I will call an ambulance before I finish casting this series, I promise.
Thank you.
You can count on me. I think we're going to see the robotics. He sends a probe, and there's the robo.
Hold your horses, hold your horses. It's the robo, but is it going to be the third base or the Immortal push?
Well, we'll have to wait for that robo to finish to find out the answer to that. Meanwhile, viOLet is desperately trying to scout. He's got an Overlord behind the mineral line at the natural, and he sends in the Overlord to the right side. He will be able to see the robo. The Stalker is AFK, man.
The Stalker is, well, away from keyboard. Away from his command post. There is the sentry, sorry, not the sentry, but the probe for gate number 1. viOLet sees it, gate number 2. The Overseer is there, and PartinG, what are you going to do? Will we see the Twilight Council for the third base, or is it going to be the Immortal?
So we're about to find out.
Roach Warren goes down for viOLet, 10 drones. It is the
Warp Prism.
It's the Warp Prism.
Warp Prism goes down, no Immortal push. Not at all in this series. Don't worry, he's got several other Zergs to face if he advances here. Immortal push fans. Warp Prism has a ton of potential uses here. The most common one these days is actually just a drop to assassinate the queen and then pick it off tumors when the observer comes over at the third. Especially on this map, we see this build a lot.
Yeah. You know when actually the Immortal push was first started? We saw it with the Warp Prism first.
Yep.
Players tried to go for, it was on Metalopolis, and players tried to go for a Warp Prism first, trying to harass their opponent a little bit, adding those Immortals back at home, and then going for the attack. The timing doesn't work these days anymore.
Yeah, it also
shouldn't work anymore.
That was a good map for it because of the air distance.
Yeah.
The Warp Prism is already spotted, he's going to save the Stalker. So he's just trying to come over here and harass viOLet, force a lot of links out. viOLet is starting unit production at only 54 drones because he's so scared about the potential of Immortal push. Now he knows that that's not the case.
You know what we don't see? We don't have him with the Twilight Council. There is no Blink, and I feel that Blink is really essential if you want to just save your 3 bases. The cannon is also going to be important, but
he will start the Twilight Council soon. He just wants to get a very fast next. There's no wall here, that's why he's so lucky there's no Zergling speed.
Yeah, but the third is going to be scouted, and he sees it already. But there are the sentries, he needs to save them. He can't lose them.
A very fast third base. He is going to save those sentries.
Lair Tech is on its way. Here come the Roaches. Immortal #1 on its way.
This is such a crisp time by PartinG.
Twilight Council.
He should be fine against everything he sees right now. Especially with the Warp Prism here to help out with the micro. Although he is saying that Warp Prism away and he just barely sees those Roaches with the Observer he has. He's now getting the second Immortal, the Twilight Council, as you mentioned. This one Immortal is going to be enough, but he needs to bring the rest of his sentries. He needs to rely on the cannons at the third and bring the sentries in here. If he doesn't bring the sentries, he might lose that core.
He needs to get the Immortal in range. If he loses the core, that would be devastating for him. Here comes the Warp Prism.
He sees the Warp Prism. He knows that's more important for him to deal with right now.
And he shows it.
Warp Prism actually just forces him back. That's all he needed. He doesn't even warp in a single unit. He's like, hey, come over here.
Look what I have.
Like a dog chasing a tennis ball, man. And Warp Prism retreats. Infestation Pit goes up in the natural, right underneath the nose of the Observer.
PartinG not going for the 2-base timing. Once again, into the 3rd base. The 3rd base on this map, and viOLet already going into hatch #4. He wants a 4th base, also adding a macro hatch here. The Observer is gone. PartinG with a robotic spay. viOLet gearing up. This is what we've seen in so many matches between the two of them. And who is going to take this game? On Cloud Kingdom, PartinG made his Warp Prisms work so well, and viOLet just did not have what it took. But then, I don't know, things kind of spiral out of control a little bit.
Yeah. I would agree with that one. Spire, and that's just lining up in a normal timing, though.
A lot of players on this map, a lot of Zerg players, try to use Mutalisk timings against Protoss. We've seen this on at BWC. We've seen Scarlet do it. We've seen Nurture as well. Nurture, nice trap here. Really well done.
Assassinated.
That was him just going for the Hitman style. But yeah, as I said, Nurture did that against a lot of players. He did it against Creator. He did it against Creator on this map in particular.
Boom, barely gets that overseer as well. viOLet, though, finds himself in a position where he's starting to build those spines. He's got the infestors coming out, and PartinG is actually supply blocked pretty significantly here. That's something to note.
Did he see the Spire, or is the Spire at the natural?
Actually,
I didn't even check.
I don't think he saw it. Spire's at the third. He does not see it yet.
No idea.
Actually,
he did.
An observer seems to have seen it.
Stargate sees the Spire and goes immediately into Stargate.
He wants to get the mothership out. He wants to get the fleet beacon, but
early.
PartinG, yeah, he's known for that in this best of 5, I guess.
Yeah.
Known for getting a fast fleet beacon. He's done it twice already, and he will do it, it looks like, before the 15-minute mark again here in game number 3. He wants to take this 4th base.
If he goes now for the Anion Pulse Crystals, I will just drop.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see Mutas either. Here come the Zealots, and he's got that position on the Spire, but there's too many units here. You know, he sees an opportunity. He's like, well, if you don't defend this...
Fungal. Here we go.
It's okay. That's 400 resources lost here, but if viOLet had not seen that, he would have been able to kill the Spire.
And there's the fleet beacon.
Yeah.
Fleet beacon, no Mutalisks. We have too many resources already spent into the double upgrades.
And the Infestors.
The Infestors as well. This is all gas that he invests here. It's just like these... at this point, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen anyways. Both of those have shown strategies that I didn't expect, and I feel that right now, all strategies have kind of gone out the window a little bit. I mean, these builds are quite awesome, but both players are just now in a spot where they would just also try to get a win by surprising their opponent. You can see PartinG in the last game. The Mutalisk strategy that we saw on Yeah, well, on the tier
Yeah,
ship.
viOLet's more the one who's sticking a little bit more standard here.
It's actually true, yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, there's slight variations here. For example, he's getting Overlord speed, so he can make sure to spread his Overlords, his creep out, and make sure that later on he doesn't lose them. Oh, really good force fields here by PartinG, you know.
He's having quite a few Zerglings.
This is not a massive problem for viOLet, because now he's going to make 3 more Roaches, which he would rather have anyways, but just a slight annoyance to lose that. Mothership has started, +3 is on the way. The gases are already up and ready for PartinG to start mining from at that 4th.
The early Mothership is really what PartinG wants to make happen in this series. That's the 3rd time that we see it early. Also on Belcher Vestige, Mapway didn't really work for him because there were way too many Corruptors and the Mothership was never in a really good spot. But
Greater
now,
Spires started.
Yeah, now we have the Greater Spire. And remember, on Belcher Vestige, PartinG was actually ahead in the game until viOLet just suddenly turned it up a notch.
viOLet not quite able to take that pylon out, but he's trying to use this positionally to try to get PartinG out of position away from his cannons. So he can attack like this. The Colossi are so well protected. He has them already way at the back, and the Corruptors are just eating it. They are taking it.
The Colossi are not doing anything right now, but therefore they will survive, and the Corruptors, they just die. They're trying to focus on at least one of those Colossi, and one might die, but the second, not even one. Not
and with
even
all
one.
these cannons, he didn't need the Colossi in that fight. So he pushes this back. Now he can blink and chase the Infestors if he wants to. He doesn't, though. He's going to be a little bit more patient here. 88 Zerglings. That's a ton of larvae. That's 44 larvae spent with 10. That's 54 larvae gone, and now viOLet down to 1 single larva. He spent a ton of larvae after that attack, and PartinG now in a great position. There's no way viOLet can stop him at that 4th.
viOLet lost a lot of resources, and yes, guys, if you just look at the supply count, you see viOLet maxed out, but viOLet does not have a bank anymore. And PartinG, just a second ago, still had 1,000 minerals and a lot of gas. Now he's going up to 182 supply, and he's moving in. PartinG is on the move.
The
Mothership is ready. The Mothership is ready. It's not here yet. It's on its way. Will the Mothership be there in time? Here come the bundles, and he can't mic with the Colossi. One is down. The second one dies. The third one goes down.
viOLet, man, even though he did not have any real Infestors that much to help out with the fight, he's actually going to push this back. One more fungal could really help him here. The Mothership is out.
The Mothership saves the ass of this Colossus, and here come the reinforcements, here come the Stalkers, and they try to go in.
The Infestors, why are they coming up this forward? Nice, he targets the further one away, barely escapes though. This is tense. Now, both players on 4 bases. I think viOLet now needs to take the base to the bottom right.
PartinG has the better battles here. They are more cost efficient, but he's taking the 4th base. He can't make it work on 3. He's not quite sure if he can break through the Spine Crawlers. There are so many of them. And viOLet, on the other hand, Broodlords, not a single one just yet. 18 minutes in the game. He does not have the money exactly. He had to spend everything earlier.
Adrenal glands finishing up. That would have been really useful for him in the last fight. He does not have it. The 3-3 come out. All of these resources spent on gas, though, are not going to be useful for making Broodlords because he's already spent them.
2 Infestors are once again gone. This is the last game, guys. Supply is even. The vortex!
Oh, wow. He's actually going to be able to push through here. He can actually just avoid the units now if he wants to. He can push in.
Oh, my God. PartinG in this 5th game with a money vortex. No Archons, of course, but he traps the units. He brings everything in position, and here we go. Can he snipe this one Overseer? And he doesn't get it, but he saves. He doesn't save the Colossus. He's trying to work against his opponent's ground unit, saving the Mothership somehow. viOLet is on the move, forcing him back with the supply lead. 162 against 144. Another Colossus comes into the battle. It does damage against the Zerglings.
Cannons help out, needs a blink on those Infestors and the Corruptors. Will he do it? The blink is ready. He hesitates. He's not sure how many Lings are under there.
viOLet is doing whatever he can against this strategy. He is accumulating force after force, throwing it against PartinG every single time. More and more Corruptors are there trying to take down not only the Colossi, but of course the Mothership. He tries to get into a good position, tries to get a 5th base right now. The Zerg player is doing everything that he can, but the battles are ending always in favor of PartinG, at least when it comes down to the resources lost.
Exactly, and Calder, when it comes to resources lost, you want to have the better economy if you're trading like that, and PartinG does, because he has a 5th base, and the 5th base of viOLet is about to die.
You can really see that both players are affected here. A lot of the Infestors that we had earlier were killed by PartinG. viOLet not protecting them well enough, but he protects his base at the bottom right.
Yeah, no charge. I think charge would have definitely helped him take that base out. He would have closed the distance on the hatch before viOLet could react a lot better. But the hatchery survives, but PartinG regardless is mining. And then viOLet, even though he saved the hatch, doesn't even have his extractors ready yet.
PartinG's patience is blowing me away in those fights when he just saves those Colossi at the end. There are infested Terrans everywhere, Zerglings just moving in, and every other player is just panicking at this point and is just going for it and throws everything against his
This
opponent.
hatchery, it might go down.
But he is always in a position where he just waits a little bit longer and is making the Colossi work when the Corruptors are gone. And the hatch, what a timing, goes down, and now it's 4 bases against 5
viOLet, man,
in favor of PartinG.
The viOLet does have his 3-3 upgrades finishing though, and this is his moment. He needs to make sure he can avoid the Vortex. The Mothership is out, but the Vortex is not ready. Not even close. It just popped out. In fact, the Mothership had 68 energy.
22 minutes of awesomeness, and it's not over yet.
viOLet starts to pick away at these cannons. He's got the Infestors for support. But he does not really have Corruptors.
Now we have the Broodlords. There are no Corruptors. Nothing against the Mothership. The Mothership is there. We don't have Neuroparasite, guys. No Neuroparasites. They're playing forward. He's going in, but there is the bundle, and those Stalkers are in trouble.
But, you know, PartinG has a lot of economy here, whereas viOLet does not really. It doesn't have a big army supply. viOLet's drone supply is 94 right now. 94
drones. Oh, I think he over-droned here. I think he really did not realize how many drones he had, but he has a lot of Broodlords that are still there, that are still doing damage.
The Mothership is almost at 100 energy. He has it now.
Oh my
God. He's chasing.
If he gets the
The Stalker's blink, and if he turns around, he's going to get the Vortex.
Oh my, there it is.
Oh, he got it. Now there's only one Archon nearby to get inside. He needs to put it in.
That Archon has one job. One job. He's getting more. He's warping in 2 more Archons. He's morphing them. These are the 2 casting Archons just at the back from the GSL, but they are a little bit too late to the party. It's only one that does the damage. viOLet is once again at 186 supply. The Stalkers do the damage.
The Corruptors are a bit late to the party here. The 94 drones gave him the economy to make up, but the damage is done. PartinG is going to lose his Colossi here, though, if he doesn't pull the Stalkers back.
He's losing Colossus after Colossus. Both of them are dropping in supply. viOLet has a bank. The reinforcements for PartinG are there. He's jumping in again.
There's no larva for viOLet, though. None
whatsoever. We have way too many drones. 94 drones. That's a 20 supply drone lead for viOLet. That doesn't do him any good right now because he does not have the army supply anymore.
He does not.
He doesn't have the lava.
Tense. He does no larva left.
Not a single one.
PartinG is pushing through here.
What a game. What a match.
Blinking back those Stalkers. The drones are going down.
What micro by PartinG.
He needs to buy more time, but I just don't think he can do it.
viOLet is waiting for his injects to happen. Now he has lava, but he's
19. What's he gonna make?
What? He's on 4 bases and he's losing.
He might be on 3 bases in just a second. The Stalkers have something to say about that.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe what is happening here. What an amazing battle by these 2.
These players are titans, and
yes, they are.
It's not over yet, but it's basically over. viOLet does not have enough to hold. He made only Lings with his larva, but there are Archons at the front with +3. Good Stalker by the Infestors.
He's gonna take it. He is gonna take it. PartinG is going to take this game, advance to the semi-final. He is in the winning position. They are punching against each other, blow after blow, and at the end
Queen
it is
runs away,
standing victorious over viOLet's dead body.
Just like that Queen, viOLet has to tuck tail and run here. He's going to have to type out GG very soon because
look at PartinG, look at PartinG, look at these pictures, look at viOLet. viOLet is not doing anything.
He never had pathogen glands throughout this entire game. I think he started just now just to show everyone that. GG!
viOLet forgot pathogen glands. Oh my god. And he realizes it at the last second and shows it to everyone on the screen, on the production tab. Look at his face. Oh my god, I never even realized it. He is devastated. Oh wow. That must be such a horrible feeling for him.
Yeah.
What a game.
What a game
indeed. What an amazing, amazing game. PartinG and viOLet, and I think this is the first time when PartinG hears about the missing pathogen glands, and he is... That is sportsmanship, guys.
Yep, these guys are... You know, they know each other well, they are very familiar with each other, but there is the last Zealot, man. That is PartinG, actually.
Yeah.
And he will advance to the semifinals.
The last Zealot. There he is. Unbelievable. And what a performance by viOLet as well.
Yeah.
Not only PartinG, viOLet forgot this one upgrade. And what a series. I mean, it's not only the last game, it's the entire series that we just witnessed. oh my god, that was like one of the best PvZs that I have seen in a long time.
And if that's any indication of what we're going to see for the rest of this tournament on PartinG's side of the bracket, I am pretty excited.
Yeah. And you know, if I'm actually Sniper and I watch these games, I'm like, okay, how do I prepare for all that?
Yeah, I got to make sure I check for that fleet beacon, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is definitely sure. But for me, really, I mean, we are all talking about PartinG, but viOLet, what an amazing performance. A lot of people expected him to win maybe a map, maybe not a single one, and he was so close to taking the entire series. He really performed once again, so exceptional.
He certainly did, man.
I really feel sorry for him at this point.
He really did a good job. This was his one moment to try to prove himself to get a championship. There goes, of course, PartinG behind us, getting cheered on the crowd. You saw Life there for a moment as well.
The two StarTale players.
Both StarTale players do advance. We're going to take a look at some of today's results. Of course, you guys can see going forward who will be advancing.
What a series.
2 3-2s, man. We had two close series. Life and PartinG, like I said before, like you mentioned, both StarTale players will advance. And it's not just going to be 4 Zergs and the semifinal.
If that sets the pace for the rest of this tournament, count me in. Lenok versus Life, the two Ls. This is the rematch of the MLG final. And Sniper versus PartinG. They faced each other already in Codas last season. Sniper took it without a single map loss against the portal push of PartinG. And PartinG is like, I don't even need my portal push.
Remember, PartinG just played this match today, and same of Life. They both have to play the same matchup again tomorrow. That round of 4 match will be played tomorrow at the same time. Then the final will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Korean Standard Time, so about 50 minutes later than usual at the WLTL Vista. Here is the schedule. We have the Heart of the Storm event at 3 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Then at 5:30, 30 minutes earlier than normal, we're going to have the GSL Tournament Awards. And then finally at 7 p.m., that's when the real story starts. That's when the final begins. And here's how you can get to the W Hotel. You can take Gangnam Station's Exit 1. You could also go out of Gwangnaru Station, which is on Line 5, the Purple Line, Exit 2. And, you know, the subway, or rather the subway is going to be working from 6 a.m. to 11:20 p.m. Every 10 minutes or so, a train will come, so should be able to take the subway there. You can also take a taxi to Gangnam Station, then go into the subway, go to Exit 1. You can do the same to Gwangnaru as well.
Guys, we said it during the games and we say it again. Go on Twitter at Azubu viOLet, or at least tweet at him. He played an amazing series and it was crazy. The same is true for PartinG. ST_PartinG for him. You can congratulate him to his win and wish him good luck against his next opponent. Of course, you can also add the two of us at Proxy Wolf, myself at Calder. It was a pleasure casting for you. It was a lot of fun today.
Yeah, man, it was great. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the round of 4.